Now a romance that's getting a lot of attention in Israel, not all of it positive, that's fair to say. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's 23-year-old son reportedly dating that young lady there who happens to be a 25-year-old Norwegian woman.
The issue isn't the 2-year age difference, by the way. Folks are upset because she's not Jewish. Let's get straight to Ben Wiedemann in Jerusalem. So, Ben, you look at these comments from the ultra-Orthodox Jews, and they are pretty harsh. I mean, this one quote coming from a member of parliament saying, any Jew who wants to maintain his roots wants to see his son marry a Jewish girl. There's no shortage of beautiful, successful girls without sowing in the fields of others.
Well, let's first of all point out that, Kira, that the Prime Minister himself doesn't seem to mind the relationship. In fact, when he was in Davos, Switzerland recently, he met with his Norwegian counterpart and bragged and joked about the relationship. But it's true, for some here in Israel, it is not a joking matter. There are many people who are opposed to what they call assimilation, intermarriage between Jews and non-Jews. And, of course, one of these groups that's pushing this agenda has called on the Prime Minister himself to try to prevent, in their words, the relationship. But it's important to keep in mind that Prime Minister Netanyahu himself was married from 1981 to 1984 to a non-Jewish woman, and on this matter, he simply isn't commenting.
And how much is it political? Because it really is. It's more of the right-wing, ultra-religious groups that are complaining, not the man on the street, if you like. His son is becoming more politically active. Is that true? And is that what's upset some?
Well, there are many bigger fish in the sea of Israeli politics than 25-year-old Yair Netanyahu. I really think it's just the symbolism of it all. And really, it's gone down very badly with some elements of Israeli society. But most Israelis you speak to sort of shrug it off with a laugh and say, well, good for him. It's really only the ultra-Orthodox religious elements that find this offensive. Most Israelis simply don't.
So, Ben, you mentioned Netanyahu's second wife. She was British-born, but she converted to Judaism. So let's say his son falls in love with this beautiful young Norwegian.
We're pushing him into marriage here.
Well, no, I'm putting it out there. Let's say they fall in love, they want to get married, and she converts. Does this all go away?
Well, it would. In fact, this young Norwegian woman's older sister apparently has already converted to Judaism and lives in Israel. So certainly that would be one way to avoid this issue going any further. But let's not forget that this relationship began just apparently, according to the Israeli media, this past summer. And let's not jump to conclusions.
They're so young.
Oh, they're so
With our background, our advice would be wait as long as you can.
Wait. I think Ben Wiedemann, good to see you, mate. Thanks for that.